today is something a little bit different. We're just going for a walk down the property, down to our little stream. There's our Mango that's knocked over, and a bit of tongue action by Cardo. I'm trying to get him to smile on command, and nearly there. And that was just our copra oven with no roof. That's quite okay for the moment. As you can see just around here, there's so much stuff that we will have to burn as we've been cleaning up from the typhoon. At the moment, everything's just too wet to do any burning, so it'll probably be another month or two before we can get to that. And we're just going down. All through our pineapples, there's all tracks. We need to keep tracks open, just to have the carabao going backwards and forwards when we do our harvesting. And there's Omar down working on the pineapples. And the pineapples are all over to the right-hand side from here. All up, as far as you can see up that, that's all part of the property as well. It's all been cleared once, so when it comes time to plant some pineapples, should be a bit easier than it was the first time round. And as we go down, as we turn right down here, it's actually quite steep. Just to the left there, you can see there's a line of coconut trees. There are 4 coconut trees to the left, right through there. That's the edge. That's the left-hand edge of the property going down there. As you can see, it's much clearer than what it used to be. It used to be so overgrown. There's a few little pineapples on the left here. They only look fairly small at the moment, but most of the plants that I can see have actual pineapples on them, so that should work out fine. Any pineapples that are too small to sell to the main supplier, we can sell on a secondary market, or just keep them for juice and stuff. And that's just looking back up the hill. And most of the house is just to the right of that. And the pineapples go over that hill there into the valley beside there. And as we walk down here, it comes up to a bit of a clearing. There's a lot of grass there. What we've been thinking of doing is planting coffee. We can't do Arabica coffee here because we're not elevated enough. There's just the first glimpse of the stream. But we can plant Robusta coffee and see how that goes. And also want to plant more cacao trees, bushes trees, because we like chocolate. As part of the self-sufficient part of our farm, producing your own chocolate and coffee is a great thing. Anyway, keep tuned in as to what we eventually plant down here. It's probably about a metre or so above the water level of the stream, so it may flood, might get a little bit of water at times, but it should be reasonably flood-free down here. I actually cut out the bit with the steep part because I nearly fell over sliding down the hill. Anyway, down here we always like this part, and looking through, that's all of our property there. That's all coming down the hill from the manager's cottage, and this will be pretty easy to clear. As you can see, it's hot, most of it's grass anyway, which is good. We'll plant something anyway, I don't know. We're not sort of really going to get into that until we finish building the house. That's really the main thing. As you can see down here, there's so much bamboo. That's just neighbour's property. It's just a big open grassland that's been cleared. It's a beautiful piece of land. As you can see around here, it's a bit soggy from all the rain we've been having. But we've got bamboo everywhere. That's why a lot of the building we do around the place, we used to use bamboo because we've got so much of it down here. We've harvested so much, and it grows back really quickly, and we'll always have a huge supply. This is sort of going around the river. Yeah, a bit more water. Going around the river, it's got bamboo everywhere, so yeah, my crocs weren't meant for walking through water. See, more bamboo. So we've really got an endless supply of bamboo, even though you might have to build things every 2 or 3 years. It's well worth it. It's cost us nothing except for the time. The guys have to come down here and harvest it, which is not a great deal. We used to come down here a bit before when it was dry and it was so much easier, but now it's just so wet. We're sort of in the middle of the rainy season. It rains most days, different times of the day. It's not raining constantly, but we're still getting, when it rains here, it might only rain for 10 minutes, but it rains quite heavy. We get quite big downpours. And going almost to the river now. It basically snakes from right to left across our property. We've actually got another river further back as well. But just wanted to get to this one just to see how it's going. It's got water in most of the year, or really all of the year, and it's sort of running quite nicely now. And it runs most of the year. We get a bit of a stagnant water, probably about the middle of the year, just before the wet season hits again. There you go, there's a bit of the river in the distance. But as we come through here, and I thought all these trails were here mainly for the carabao to harvest the coconuts and going to harvest our pineapples. It doesn't look very big on film here, but it's actually probably about 3 meters across there. It was too big to go across in my Crocs. Got to wear my boots next time. But yeah, it's a nice, soothing river running through the property. And there's nothing planned on the other side yet. Unfortunately, like anywhere else, we have our trash down here, but that will all go in time and we'll get everything nice and clean. So keep watching for more shots around the farm.